Hello, everyone. I'm Howard.
And I'm Detective Quincy Brisco.
And you're watching
BATCAST!
So, Quincy, first of all, how's it going today?
Oh, it's going all right.
It's going all right?
Yeah.
So, first of all, before you say anything, do you know what month holiday this episode is going to be in?
It's heading towards Halloween.
Yeah, we're heading towards Halloween, so that means, guess what we got to do?
Well, as I was being reminded, everyone's telling me it's time for us to get ready to pass out candy.
Of course. And that also means we should probably make a Halloween special for BATCAST.
Well, I'm going to have to leave that to the cast makers, the makers of the BATCAST.
That's what we're doing right now, Quincy.
All right, okay. Well, we'll talk about that later on then.
All right.
But right now, it's definitely time for another...
a stunning edition. We're doing the 90s Batman. I was going to do Batman, the Long Halloween issue. Detective didn't know half the villains. But that's okay, because it's a learning experience. Because if I told you who the Mad Hatter was, do you know who that is?
Well, I know a little bit about the 60s Mad Hatter.
Like from the Alice in Wonderland?
No, like, okay, I guess you...
Wait, was the Mad Hatter in the 60s show?
Yeah.
He was? Oh, I didn't know that.
And
no,
the Mad Hatter, but I'm going to have to live with you. When you say Alice in Wonderland, the only thing I really know about that was when the classical episode Laverne Shirley, when Shirley went to the hospital to get her appendix out, and Laverne dressed up as the Mad Hatter.
Aha.
Okay?
All right.
But we could talk more again about that later on, too.
Yeah, we can talk more about that. This is a book, because today we are introducing the detective to two other characters that are not the Mad Hatter, because he already knows it, and now I look like a goof. We are learning today, first of all, about Man-Bat, and then Scarecrow. So first we're going to start with Man-Bat, okay? So I'm not going to explain what it is, right?
Well,
because that's the part of the twist. But we're going to watch On Leather Wings, which is, as you can see right there, #1, the first episode ever made for the 90s Batman, the animated series. This is the first episode ever made. It wasn't the first to be broadcasted, though. It was a Catwoman episode. But this was the second.
If you don't tell me what it is, how am I supposed to tell the...
All right, hold on. So, Batman is a dude who dresses up like a bat. Now, I want you to actually, we're going to play a game with the audience. What do you think Man-Bat is?
Man-Bat?
If Batman is a man in a Batman suit, who do you think Man-Bat is?
I would like to say someone who wants to be the good guy as Batman. Because if he isn't, well, then Man-Bat is like just a twisted, evil character.
Yeah. So, before we watch, we of course got fan mail in which we asked people on Twitter to ask us questions, and I'll put the @ handle here. But
right.
No one did. So you all failed. You're all terrible private eyes. But thank you for the letters, though.
All right, let's open one up.
Right, we're just going to do one. We're going to do one.
Get one moving, okay?
Okay, because the man wants to do it. All right. Oh, this is 2 questions in one. Dear Quincy, first of all, which one is your favorite Batmobile?
The original.
The original from the 60s.
Yeah, because that's how Batman all started for me, ladies and gentlemen. And in my case, let's not forget the bat cycles, because it's a known fact I drive a motorcycle, automatic. So it's a 2-for-1 deal.
Of course.
And let's not forget Batgirl's, the bat cycle for Batgirl. Now that's a classical. Okay, second question.
What's your favorite episode of the 60s Batman? Not the animated one, the live action one.
All right. If you can only have one, I guess. Well, then we're going to have to go with the guy that goes...
Oh, Penguin, a classic Penguin episode.
And I guess the classical episode a lot of people seem to have liked is when he tried to run for mayor. And I guess what makes that so is the way he comes in and enters as a deadly entrance, and then he tries to win everyone over with his patriotic song, you know, and sings a vote for the penguin. And the way, but the thing I loved about that is when Batman and Robin and Chief O'Hara and Commissioner Gordon come in, it's like, Batman for mayor. And he comes in, you know, just the way the whole thing was put together. It goes together like a nut and bolt, you know, but in the second round, you know Batman's going to win. You know, I had to say the Penguin because like he tried all kinds of nasty things and he always lost. Yeah, well.
Good answer. Very good answer. So, we're gonna watch. So we're gonna start off with this. Now I want you to do. We're gonna play another game. Okay. I want you to pick after we watch both of these. What is the scarier or more spooky villain to you? We're gonna start off with Man-Bat, and then we're gonna watch Scarecrow. And you're going to determine who do you think's a scarier villain.
I don't see anything on here that says Scarecrow.
And that's nothing to fear. That's the second episode we're going to watch.
Oh, and the villain's name is Scarecrow?
Yes, I'll explain Scarecrow after we watch Leather Wings.
All right, again, because I never saw these, but...
Man-Bat's kind of an obscure, well, not obscure, but like not as popular villain. But he's still a major villain. All right, so...
All right. Well, let's do it.
Let's do it. Without further ado.
Without further ado, we give you On Leather Wings.
So Quincy, after watching Batman Beyond, right? Which opening would you rather prefer? This one that we're watching, the 90s animated series, or Batman Beyond's?
The opening I like, I have it pinned down, ladies and gentlemen. The flashing lights of Gotham City and the entrance of the Batmobile.
This one, you love those two shots. The Gotham light and the Batmobile.
Yes. I'd have to say, after watching these episodes, I guess the thing that gets me about the opening of Batman, the flashing lights of Gotham City and the entrance with the Batmobile. Mm-hmm. So to answer everyone's question, I think that's mine. You know,
good answer. I agree.
Okay. Look at this, a blimp that says police.
The police blimp.
I like it. Your community policing in the sky. I like it. There you go. There's your Man-Bat.
So were you expecting what seems to be apparently a ginormous man who is a bat?
I think the best we're going to get that, ladies and gentlemen, is a man dressed up in a bat costume, just a plain bat, you know, but he's not going to get very far because he's a villain.
Of course.
Okay, natural reaction with the security guard. And there's the entrance of the Man-Bat.
And he threw a chair. Would you throw a chair?
Yeah, if I were the security guard, yeah.
Oh, and he threw the security guard out. He didn't do it. He's gone.
I wouldn't say gone.
Well, he was thrown in the water, you know.
Yeah, but what if he could swim?
That's a good point.
Looks like a gangster, doesn't he?
No, he's the donut-loving police officer.
Oh, all right. Okay, this is.
Yeah, no, he's the renegade cop that works with Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, all right. Okay.
So they think that this is actually Batman.
I take it though that guy's not he doesn't like Batman right now. You heard him.
Yeah, Bullock hates Batman, but Gordon likes Batman. And remember Two-Face? That's Harvey Dent.
Right.
Before he turns into Two-Face. Because remember how I told you how they built him up across the season, so they made him seem like a good guy until he snaps?
Of course. Yeah.
It's called good writing, right, Quincy?
Yeah.
Now, is that a good Batmobile or what, Quincy?
Yes, it is.
I used to have a toy of that when I was a kid.
A lot of people had Batmobiles for toys.
Did you have the 60s one as a toy?
I get a theory, yeah. It was a little race car, and I would have fun with it.
Oh, that's cool. Kissing. Quincy, close your eyes.
I don't have to close my eyes.
Oh, he's going to take down Batman.
Told you he looked like a gangster.
But he's technically part of the police force.
Doesn't make any sense.
Well, technically what Batman is doing is a crime, but it's a crime for good because he's bringing justice. Right, Quincy?
Yeah, but he looks like an angry gangster to me.
Yeah, that's what his design's based off. But
Well-
he's a good cop. Actually, there's a really good episode that won an award called A Bullet for Bullock, where he's framed for doing something bad, but Batman even knows that, like, he didn't do a bad thing, even though Bullock tries to arrest him all the time. So they both have to solve a mystery together. We should probably put that on the docket for.
We can do that.
Yeah.
And after we get through with everything else.
Yeah, we'll put it on the to watch list.
Everything has to be on the to watch list. Okay, the bat, recorder.
That's the recorder the security guard had, remember?
Well, now it's the bat recorder.
Batman found it, so it's now his.
Yep. You just put on your utility belt, so it's now the bat recorder.
There's so much drama with the police here.
Yeah, and it's nice. I tell you, it's drama that makes, the BATCAST what it is. Good.
Now, are you a fan of bats? Do you like going to the zoo and seeing them in the exhibits? No, you're not a fan of bats.
No. Not right now, anyway. Right now, we'll stick with what I'm doing here.
Ah. So does that roar sound like a regular bat to you? Or does it sound like a monster?
A regular bat.
Ah, okay.
Doesn't really sound much like a monster. Monsters don't they usually go meow, and
Well, what do they usually sound like?
loud roars, and it sounded too mellow to be a monster.
Yeah, he was too mellow. Do you think he might have been a little too relaxed when doing his screaming?
Yeah,
Ah,
it
okay.
needs to be more.
Aggressive.
Yeah. Using Bugs Bunny's line. Because remind you, he was in the same lineup.
That's true. That's true. They're made by the same company, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So did you notice that he raised his voice to be a different voice whenever he talks as Bruce Wayne?
Yep.
Now, isn't that smart?
Very.
There are some Batman games and movies where they do that by having him have a voice filter whenever he talks in Batman to hide his Bruce Wayne voice.
Well, yeah, tell you what, maybe we can go over some of the games.
Oh, yeah, no, we were thinking about it.
The audiences will love it.
Exactly.
In between episodes, we'll have a little. Okay, we'll set that up.
Yeah, I'll see how we can do it.
Get the games, and we'll go out. And in between episodes, we'll talk a little bit about the games and play the game, and let the audiences have fun.
There we go. So right now the doctor's burning the evidence. Oh, and there's the Batman,
There you go.
on time as usual.
Well, he has to make a bad entrance at the right timing. See?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably saying, look at this, phone X.
Yeah, and that's one of the labs that was stolen by this Man-Bat. So it is a giant, 9-foot-tall humanoid bat. Is that what you expected, Quincy?
Just about.
There we go. Dude, his face cracked the window and he didn't even break his jaw. Batman's too strong.
Yeah, isn't that good?
So do you think it's a little weird to start out with this villain for a first episode of Batman?
Nope.
No, why is that?
Because I told you, I have to, whatever I'm supplied with, I'm trying to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the villain, so I'll go over it.
There we go. We have an angry Commissioner Gordon. So what are your thoughts on this Commissioner Gordon?
Right now, I seem to like him.
You really like him?
Because there's no Chief O'Hara, so I'm going to go back to the commissioner. I'm the Chief O'Hara.
Yeah, you're replacing Chief O'Hara at the moment.
Yeah,
So
well,
it's the trio of O'Hara, Bullock, and Gordon.
yeah, but O'Hara is the good guy. That gets me men. Just tell me how many men you need, Batman.
He's gonna choke him out.
I'm having that angry Chief O'Hara look.
Yeah, the classic, iconic, angry Chief O'Hara look.
Yeah.
How would Chief O'Hara deal with a giant 9-foot-tall man-bat? Do you know what he would say?
What would he say?
No, what do you think he would say? You're O'Hara. What would he say to that thing?
You're gonna lose. You try to tangle with Batman and the police, you're gonna lose. You're going behind bars.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, and look, he's covered in blood. That was a tough fight for him.
He's trouble. Trouble. Trouble.
Of course.
That's,
A classic line from
Yeah.
Chief O'Hara.
yes, it is.
There we go. It's a good line. And of course, the ending. All right, so that was Man-Bat. So first of all, what are your thoughts on the villain Man-Bat?
It was good. You know, I guess right now, why don't we start with the angry commissioner? And then, as I pointed out, this guy who you thought was the good donut-eating police officer, he turned to me looked like a gangster.
He looked like a gangster, but he is technically doing his job.
But how come he didn't like Batman, though?
Because technically, because Batman is not a cop in this version, what he's doing is being a vigilante, and that is technically illegal, even though Batman is a vigilante for good.
All right, I'll have to buy it. You know,
Yeah, he's not a police like he was in the 60s. In the 60s, he was a policeman, but in this one, he's not. They wanted to try to put a different spin on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, well, all right, then I'll buy it. You know, what else can I do? I think it's time for another bat letter.
Oh, yes, of course. And then afterwards, you can give your more detailed thoughts on Man-Bat. All right, so we did this
All
one.
right.
We have another letter, and it is by...
You know, what else is there on Man-Bat? He caught him. It was a good, like,
Do you like his design of Man-Bat? Hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Letter. We'll do letter first. Okay. Why do you never talk about your favorite bat dances? Are you even a real entertainer?
of course I am.
Why don't you talk? What's your favorite bat dance then?
All right, well, let's see. There's a couple of different ones. When he was dancing with the evil King Tut, you know, playing the handout. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when, remember when King Tut came in, it's like, bat music! And he came in, started, and played King Tut's music, and then it started the bat fight. Phew! And of course, let's not forget the classical episode, ladies and gentlemen, where he's on the surfboard with the evil Joker, like, and he said, but look at Batman. He's doing some fancy dance moves on the surfboard. Now, was that awesome bat dancing? Was that awesome bat dancing? You know, on the surfboard.
Of course.
You know, I've never been on a surfboard, but neither has, I get a theory, neither has Batman. But that's bat dancing right there.
All right, let's get to the next letter, because that was a very good letter. You told him off. You put him in his place. All right. Quincy, give me a list of some of your favorite sandwiches, since you brought up soup and grilled cheese in the last episode. Don't say all of them. I need a choice right now because I'm at a deli and I don't know what to order. Signed, Charles Entertainment Cheese. So what are some of your favorite sandwiches?
You're at a deli and you need a quick sandwich to go. All right, how about Jim or salami? Or just good old beef bologna with mustard, just plain yellow mustard. Mm-hmm. And a glass of milk. And then, like, you got to have a bag of potato chips. Or Fritos.
Of course.
How's that for a choice?
That sounds pretty good. Sorry, this is just annoying.
That's all right. If you're at a deli and you need a quick choice, have the deli department, again, make Jim or salami or beef bologna with just plain yellow mustard, milk, and Fritos or just plain good old-fashioned potato chips.
Okay. All right. There we go. We got some good solid answers. So Man-Bat. All right. So up next, we're going to talk about Scarecrow. Now,
all right, let's talk
Scarecrow was made in the 40s. I'll actually give you. He looks like a scarecrow. And he has been used in multiple movies, the main villain in multiple games, the main villain in multiple comics. He is about as iconic as the classic quartet of Catwoman, Penguin, Joker, and the Riddler. He's like a staple at this point in Batman's lineup.
All right.
All right, and he's the one I told you that has a fear toxin, where he has like a gas where he sprays you. You see your worst fears.
Yeah, that sounds about, as I told you many times, ladies and gentlemen, that's the very basic secret weapon of a villain. Am I not right?
No, you're right. You're 110. That's why you liked in Almost Got Him. You liked Poison Ivy's plan with the pumpkin gas.
Well, I told you, watch out for the, deadly gas, and let's not forget knockout gas. These
And
are,
tear gas
paralyzing gas.
and laughing gas.
Laughing gas. These are the things that Batman knows all about, and he plays his cards right every single time. But he's not going to give it away to the villain. Batman, one way or another, plays the hand out the way the villain wants it. A full hand in order to catch him and have a big enough crime that he's committed or she's committed, and put him behind bars for a very long time.
Very long time. Now, when we're watching Scarecrow, I want you to determine who is the scarier villain, Man-Bat or Scarecrow, after we watch this, okay?
All right, I'll try to.
We got to keep the Halloween shtick alive, right?
The Halloween stick-a-lies.
Yeah, this is our Halloween episode.
All right, we'll try to.
And without further ado,
We give you
nothing to fear.
nothing to fear,
That's a good question, but do you know?
because they're stupid.
There we go. You got him.
What's the difference between stupid and dumb?
Ooh, what is? I don't know.
Not much. Bat ladder.
It's the classic bat ladder.
Oh, there's plenty of I remember that like yesterday.
That guy was reading Tiny Toons. Have you ever watched Tiny Toons?
Not really. No.
Yeah, you should probably watch it. It's
Yeah.
good. It's a good cartoon. All right. We got the goons from the helicopter. Come on, we need a good shot of the Scarecrow.
No, we're about to get it.
Oh, there you go. So this is actually the first design in the show. All right, so what do you think?
All I can tell you is we have to wait and see what happens. There's the Scarecrow.
There we go. So what do you think of him so far? Interesting villain?
Yeah, but not for very long.
Yeah, in this show he got redesigned like twice. I don't know why. I'll show you the redesigns when we're done with the episode.
We can discuss that later.
Yeah. Oh, he's looking for revenge.
Well, the old classic case of arson. Gasoline with a match. I told you it's a classic case of arson.
It's a classic. You're right. It is. It's a classic case of arson.
The money got burned.
So yeah, he also has his fear toxin in like a blow dart. So that's what he hit him with.
Yep.
So he's very versatile. So that's Batman's biggest fear, not living up to his father's standards of being a Wayne. What do you think about that, Quincy?
Batman, I think, is doing the right thing. He's a crime fighter. What's the problem?
It's him. It's his own fears.
You got no fears. You're doing all right. Don't worry about what your father says. You're the one who's out fighting crime.
So Scarecrow's actually been in a lot of movies. He was actually in the live-action movie Batman Begins as one of the villains, and he's actually the main villain of a video game called Batman Arkham Knight.
I'll have to learn about that when we show it.
Of course. And he was in plenty of other things, but yeah. But I mean, like, he's like a staple villain now. He's like one of the big ones. Like, not, like a couple percent points off of like Joker and Penguin and Riddler. So as you can see, he's still under the effects of Scarecrow's poison.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He doesn't even have a clean shave. Look at the stubble. Real detectives don't have stubble, do they?
Nope. That guy needs to shave. Get yourself take a shower, get a good suit. You know, take a shower, shave, and get a real nice suit, will you?
Of course.
And look like a detective.
Wait, Alfred said the same thing you said.
What's that?
That his father should be proud of him.
There you go.
See, that's how you can see. It's all in Bruce's head.
Well, be proud of yourself, Batman. Don't worry about what your father says. Again, you're the one who's out there fighting crime.
Do you think that's generally good advice to everyone, to be proud of themselves?
Yeah, if you're trying to do good, yeah. Every bit helps.
There we go. Quincy's words of wisdom.
It's a screwed up world we're living in. So,
The least you can do is be proud of yourself.
every little bit helps.
There we go.
We know you're trying to do good. So, you can be proud of what you do.
It's good.
Hopefully, the Cape Crusader is going to arrive in time to rescue him.
Oh, you were literally right on the ball with that.
Thank you. Just like I told you. The game's up, Scarecrow. You're surrounded. That's exactly what you're going to get.
Ow.
Prison walls.
Oh, he jumped. Okay, he landed in a tree. We're good, we're good, we're good. Now, is that a way to end an episode or what?
Yeah.
Is that a good ending? There we go. There we go. All right, so now we got to get the immediate question out of the way. First of all, how'd you like Scarecrow?
He's a different kind of villain, okay? But that's what we need. Every villain has their own creative... But like almost every villain, they use fear gas, tear gas, knockout gas, just like I told you. You know, and then I told you, he was going to get caught. Yeah,
One way or another.
One way or another, he's going to get caught. Yeah, and Schiffer would say, so he played out all his tricks, and he got caught with his own tricks, underhanded tricks, by Batman. As usual, he went behind bars for good. He's going behind bars for a very long time, as Chief O'Hara would say.
As Chief O'Hara would say. So I actually got, now in this show alone, this is all the redesigns of Scarecrow. It'll be on screen for the viewer. So this is the first time, this is the episode we watched. Then this is the main redesign that they used. Now what are your thoughts on this one already?
That one there looks like an angry...
Pumpkin with hair?
I guess you could call that. You know, he's just... They stuffed him to look like a... There you go.
But however, we'll get to this, but the third season of this show, they took a break for 5 years and they came back and they redesigned everyone. And this was his redesign for the show. And he like carries a scythe around him.
A scythe?
Yeah, like you know, hold on. This thing. Like this thing. Like the Grim Reaper has.
All right, okay.
Yeah, like one of these bad boys.
So like a Family Guy.
Yes, like exactly, just like Death and Family Guy. Yes, exactly. But yeah, so these are all in this show alone. He has 3 redesigns because they could. I don't know why. I actually have no idea why. Other than this one, they redesigned everyone anyway. But we'll get to that show later.
Well, tonight I think is another classical episode in the BATCAST. You know, with this villain.
So who do you think is scarier, Scarecrow or Man-Bat?
I don't think Scarecrow is that scary.
So you'd have to default to Man-Bat.
Yeah, the Man-Bat, I think tonight was pretty good. You know, don't you think like he had some classical
bat fights?
Bat fights, and it was almost every villain. You know, will always fall back to the classical case of arson. You know, I can remember in the 60s, some of them did that, because they're stupid,
Yeah.
They're going to resort. Tonight, you saw money get burned. Batman came in, made his bat entrance, and he caught the villain. What else? How else can we put it?
Also, apparently he was in the cartoon. Do you remember this?
It looks like Batgirl.
Yeah, that is Batgirl. No, this is the 60s cartoon that had the chameleon in it.
God, let me have a look at it.
Yeah, see? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, this is it, right? Is this, wait, was he in the 60s cartoon and you never knew?
Maybe I just forgot about that, because I remember almost every 60s cartoon of the New Adventures of Batman. Look at that, huh?
Yeah, that's a golden oldie. Again, pictures will be on the screen for the folks at home. But yeah, no, I was wondering, it's like, wait, I thought was he in the 60s? I have no idea.
He might have been.
Well, we'll have to investigate that later.
Yeah, you just said it for me. We're going to investigate. And, to me, it looks like he has Batgirl and.
Yep. Batgirl. Oh yeah.
Is this one of those space shows from Saturday morning cartoons?
This is actually just a comic panel. I think this is an actor who. I think this is just some random actor. This is like what if the Scarecrow was in the 60s show, who they wanted to play as him.
Looks a little bit like Dr. Smith.
Maybe. Okay, so that was Scarecrow. So first of all right, and also, what are your thoughts? Do you like Man-Bat and Scarecrow as villains?
Yeah, why not?
You like them?
I told you that, this is what they're supplying, so I'm going to host them and then supply the audiences what these villains are doing.
And of course, we have to ask, not even Batman, but what's your favorite thing to do on Halloween?
Pass out candy.
Pass out candy. You do it for the kids, right?
That's right. It's for the kids.
It's all for the kids. What's your favorite candy?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. All right. So you know what? I think you should, now that it's Halloween, we should all sit back, have some Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and have a wonderful day. What do you think, buddy?
Maybe just one.
Maybe just one.
That's all. Just one won't hurt.
Just one won't hurt.
Yeah.
So I actually have no idea what we're going to do to the next episode, so I can't tease it. So,
oh, well, wait. There's plenty of good episodes to choose from. I wouldn't worry. There's plenty of... Remind you, we still haven't gone back to the other set of Batman.
Batman Beyond?
Yeah. We have to finish out every single...
One of these things?
Told you, every single Batman episode, we're gonna show it and tell it to you. Let's not forget where we left off, So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, same bat time, same bat channel.